Well, hello there, beautiful soul. Welcome to day 3 of the Identity Shift Bootcamp. Today, we're going to bring the shift into action. So let's get immediately at this because I'm excited. I hope you are as well. I hope you have your pen ready and your notebook to make some notes and to actually go make the change. Let's, without further ado, make the start. Well, yesterday we were talking about the image and of course about how this is part of your subconscious mind and that taking action is part of the conscious mind. So this formula is what we're going to write down first. So I want you to write this down with me. Let me see. Yeah. We have our thought plus the emotion. In other words, our subconscious mind. And this will lead into action. And this will be the conscious mind. Another way to translate this, everything that we do comes from the place of who we think that we are. For example, if I identify as someone who is gentle, a gentleman, then I will open the door for a lady when she crosses my path. I will help a lady to carry her bags when I see that she's in trouble. I will give a person in trouble some change when he's in need of it because I want to help. That's how I identify. So my behavior is based on what I think and feel about myself. You can make enough examples for yourself. I tend to make so many examples because this excites me. But make an example for yourself and think about it. What we think and feel about ourselves, our subconscious mind determines what we do. And of course, what we do is determining our results. If your results are not satisfying you at this moment and you think like maybe I made another 2 to 5K or I'm still not with the person I love, I still attract all these toxic people, I still yada yada yada, the result, then you can hate the result and put so much effort and energy to it in order to change the reflection of the mirror as we were talking about yesterday. You want to change the image, but you have to change the reflection. You have to change your thoughts, your emotions, and then it will change the action. And then it will change the result. So how can we do that? Yesterday you made a clear image of the version of you that you want to be. So this is the image of the desired image, identity. To make a clear image, and I want you to make sure that you practice this daily. Do this every day. Think about yourself, your dream identity every single day. All right, with that said, let's move on. You made a clear image of your desired outcome, and now you're going to find the action, the do's and the don'ts. The do's and don'ts. Something like that. Do's and don'ts. You know what I'm talking about. The do's and don'ts. The behavior. Make a clear image now of if I am this person, what is he or she going to do? For example, when I said in the beginning of the video, if I identify as a gentleman, what behavior would fit that? And what behavior doesn't fit it? If I identify as a gentleman, I will certainly not fart in public and laugh about it. Ah. Well, maybe when I was a kid I would used to do that, but not anymore. I only do that when I'm alone with my girlfriend. But I'm not saying that you have to change your identity and turn into someone else, because you should be grateful for who you are, because you stepped into your soul and came to this earth for a reason, and you are you. However, there are multiple versions of you. You know this. There's this version of you who is shy and this who doesn't show anything, which is okay if you're cool with that. But there's also this version of you who is not shy at all and who wants to happily present their service or product into the world. And as you want to become a creative entrepreneur, you have to be outgoing. You have to be enthusiastic and passionate about what you're doing. And outside of that, it's all of your business and none of anyone else's. But your behavior. Look at your behavior. How can you do that? We are going to bring attention to everything. We are going to bring awareness. So what you're going to do is throughout the day, when you do something, is think about it. Why am I doing this? Even when going to the bathroom. Why am I doing this? Because I have to. Well, but you have the opportunity to go to the bathroom. You don't have to, actually. You don't have to. It's programmed in our mind. We think, I must go do this. I need XYZ. Do you need it? Do you truly need it? Or do you want it? Bring attention to what you are doing. And again, this takes some time and effort and until you are conscious about your choices in life. And this is easy. But when it comes to certain habitual rituals that we keep upon our living, for example, I used to smoke. Why do you smoke the cigarette? Why? Why are you going to eat that sugar cane? Why? Does it fit your identity, your image of the version of you who's ready to be the best version of yourself? Does it suit it? No? So why are you doing it? Yes? Okay, so why are you doing it? Because it amplifies this version. Well, good for you. Bring attention and don't judge yourself, okay? I don't want you to judge yourself and say like, damn, I smoked cigarette again. Well, that's so bad because this new version of me is identifying as someone who's healthy. Well, that's so bad. No, don't judge yourself because we can go deep into this, but this will not help the process at all. It's never helping. I've seen it with my students when I was a teacher and they didn't do their homework. I was never the teacher to be angry with them and say, well, you didn't do your homework. Well, you are going to get a bad grade now. It's your own fault. It's your own responsibility. I never said it. I always said, hey, you didn't do your homework. As I see, I notice. But why didn't you do it? I just asked why. And I also said, I'm not angry with you. I just want to know why, because I want to see if I can help you. And then, openly, the student would say, because he or she knew that I'm not going to judge or punish them, well, sir, I didn't do my assignments, I didn't do my homework, because I had a very busy weekend with sports and a birthday party of my grandmother. And now I can say, hey, well, it's amazing for you. I'm glad that you had such a nice weekend. However, is this something that we can tackle in the future? I guess there will be more birthdays in the future. How can we make this fitting for you so you don't have to let go of your homework? And then she or he is going to think consciously about his or her behavior. And then he notices, well, there are other days in which I can do my homework. But if I'm going to be angry with him and just going to give some punishment, then it's not going to change the behavior. And this is the same for you. If you're going to judge yourself, well, I didn't do it, or I did do, you think you're helping yourself by being very strict and hard on yourself, but it's not helping. It really is not. Look at the inner child inside of you and see what he or she needs in order to do what's needed to create this image. That's the attention. And then, of course, we are going to make an intention of, does the behavior which I brought attention to resonate with the image that I set clear in my mind? If it does, I keep continuing doing it. And if it's not resonating, then my intention is to change that behavior. And actually do it. As Palpatine would say, do it. For the Star Wars lovers, I love Star Wars. Bring attention to it so you know what's in your behavior patterns, and then make the intention to either keep doing it or to stop doing it and to change your way. So visually, this is you and you're sad because here you're saying, I'm not happy at all. I'm not taking action. I'm sad. I don't do X, Y, Z. I feel insecure. Me. And I'm not trying to belittle your image. I've been there as well, and sometimes I'm still there because it's all a cycle. And then there's this Joshua who's so sad. If that's all that I'm going to bring attention to, that's okay. But now, the next step is to truly make the intention. If this is how I feel and think about myself today, what do I actually want to create? So we're going back to day 2, in which we are going to create the image. And now we're going to say, I'm so grateful, and we're going to speak in the present terms, like it's already happened. Because if you are going to set it out for the future, like I want to be happy, then you're still stating the fact that it's not there yet, that you're not happy yet. You're going to say, I'm so happy because I am able to help people with my product or service in this particular way. I'm so grateful that I'm able to do whatever is needed to make the image clear of my new business idea. What you are going to need is go back to I am. And first, before you can create who you are, you have to become blank. You have to clear the canvas in order to create who you are and where you're going to be. So, I am. It's up to you. Who are you? Who do you decide that you want to be? Make the image, the intention, and the attention, bring it to your behavior, to what you're doing, your action. And you will see ultimately that the result will change. If you're going to try to change the result, then that's a waste of energy. Start here and there. So now you're going to write statements for your new identity as someone who identifies as earning 10K per month. Then you're going to choose start with one aligned action for this week. I want you to make the change this week. So today you're going to choose one action you are going to pursue in this week, and it will ultimately change the result. Tomorrow, in the final video, I'm going to show you how to turn this identity that we've created into a concrete plan to scale your business. But before we do that, sit back, maybe rewatch this video and take the steps of what we described here. And as I always want to say, liberate your mind. Truly set yourself free from all the patterns that do not serve you anymore and become the best version of yourself each and every single day. With all this said, I see you tomorrow in day 4 of the Identity Bootcamp. Much love, much luck, and until next time.